When you look at the word Vayikra from afar, from a distance, it doesn't look like Vayikra. It just looks like Vayakar. If you were reading it from a distance, it would just say Vayakar al Moshe. Hashem happened upon Moshe. But when you look closely, you see what's actually in the Torah. There's a miniature aleph. After the word Vayakar, there's a small aleph. Hence it reads Vayikra, and he called. And the difference is a worlds of a difference. Vayakar means he happened, chance, just, circumstance, okay. No hashgacha, no meaning, no relevance, no importance. It's just a happening. It just occurred. Vayikra turns the happening into a calling. Vayikra al Moshe, he called to Moshe. The small aleph makes the biggest of a difference. A couple of years ago, I was teaching 10th grade boys, and I got connected to a phrase from the Alter Rebbe. The Alter Rebbe says regarding the letter aleph, it was a Tanakh class, so we were learning Tanakh, but we started with the letter aleph, and I found this Alter Rebbe, and he said that a Pintele of Oybin, and a Pintele of unten, and a kav be'emtza. What is that? He's describing the letter aleph as a dot on top, a Pintele of Oybin, a dot on bottom, and a kav, a line in the middle. And so much so, I got so connected, and I thought these boys, would really connect to this concept. So, because what teenage boy in our generation doesn't connect to a Pintele of Oybin? I mean, it just sounds so relatable, right? So anyways, to make it a little bit more relatable, I made these fresh merch, this fresh bracelet. I don't know if you can tell over here, but we got a little Hasidish Yid over there. We got a little fire over there, and it says a Pintele von Oybin. That's right, a Pintele von Oybin. So what in the world is a Pintele von Oybin? A Pintele von Oybin is the dot on top. The way the aleph is constructed is that there's a vav in the middle, a kav be'emsa, and there's a Pintele on the bottom and a Pintele on the top. There's a dot on the bottom and a dot on the top. That is the construct of the letter aleph. In fact, the dot represents a yud. So there's two dots. There's a dot on bottom and a dot on top, and the kav be'emsa, that's the vav. So 10 yud plus yud, 10 plus the vav in the middle, that's 26. That's the gematria, numerical value of Yud K Vav K, the name of Hashem. The small aleph represents HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But not only that, it represents that there's a dot on top and there's a dot on bottom. There's a world up there and there's a world down here. But there's a kav emsa, there's a vav in the middle. The vav represents chibur. It represents connection. Our job on this world is to make that connection, is to find that connection, to bring down. Sorry about that. It's just a phone call. The kav represents that ability to connect, the top to the bottom, to bring Shemayim down to the Aretz, and to uplift this world, to turn the vayakars of this world, to turn the random happenings and chance of the world and turn it into a vayikra, to find that Hashem is really calling to us. Hashgacha is everywhere. But if we don't have the right eyes, if we don't have the right vantage point, by the way, you hear that? There's a calling. And I don't think it's coincidence. We're talking about a vayikra, a calling. The ability to realize that life is happening, and you could just view it as just chance, or you could realize, wait, there's a phone calling. Hashem is calling me right now, right? I didn't plan this, right? There's somebody calling me right now. This opportunity to be respectful right now, this opportunity to be nice to so-and-so, this opportunity to refrain from doing this or that. It's an opportunity. It's a calling, right? In everything that we do, in every mitzvah that we perform, in every single avoda that we're doing, in every tefillah that we're aspiring to and connecting to, it's a calling. It's a calling from Hashem to us. There's a Pintele of Oybin, and he's calling down to us the Pintele on the bottom, the Pintele of unten on the bottom. And we have to find that, because the world doesn't see it. The world just sees Vayakar, just sees chance and happenings and just randomness and chaos.